Good afternoon, Representative Dargan, Senator Stillman, members of the Public Safety and Security Committee. My name is Jay Kehoe, and I'm here on behalf of Taser International. And just as some background, I also am a police officer in the state of Connecticut, have been for the past 28 years. I teach at the Connecticut Police Academy, but I'm here on behalf of Taser International in regards to the House Bill 6564. I wish to express my support for this bill in the form that the Connecticut Chiefs of Police have changed it, and looking at the availability for the permit to carry electronic self-defense devices in the state of Connecticut. Taser International for the last 15 years has been manufacturing these devices to the highest standards and with the most accountability of any self-protection device available in the world. This is the only device that allows for the tracking of its use, and also on purchase of this requires felony background checks before the device is actually even activated for use by a civilian. This is the same technology that over the last 10 years that Connecticut police officers have lowered injuries to both officers and to suspects within the state of Connecticut. Currently, we have about 43 states in the United States that allow for citizens to carry these types of devices, and we've manufactured somewhere over 189,000 of them that are currently in use by civilians across the country. Since last year, probably in the last 8 months, we have had just as we've seen in the state with the raise of gun permits and gun purchases, we have received hundreds, if not thousands, of calls at Taser International. I have received calls from women, from men, from people of all professions looking at ways to protect themselves, either in their home or in an isolated situation, that are not comfortable using handguns. I myself am a father of 3 teenage daughters, and even as a police officer, I do not keep a gun anywhere accessible in my house. I do keep an electronic control device accessible in my house, and my children know how to use it. The device is designed not to cause injury. It will incapacitate the civilian device will incapacitate for a predetermined amount of time, allowing for a person to escape a situation of danger without causing any permanent injury. The idea that the Connecticut police chiefs have put forward for requiring training and background checks at a local level is something that we at Taser International support greatly, and the idea of having responsible ownership of these type of devices in the state of Connecticut, where currently it is prohibited by law. The actual Taser device here that I have in front of me is a model of what we sell to the civilian population. And as I mentioned before, we have over 189,000 currently in use around the country, and I think there are less than 10 that have ever been reported as ever been used in the commission of crimes. Taser International's idea of accountability is very, very strict. Every time a device is sold, it's sold in an inert fashion, so it does not get activated until the person passes the felony background examination. Every cartridge that is available for the device is registered to that person's government ID. When the device is fired, it puts out anti-felony identification tags, which can be tracked immediately back to the purchaser of that cartridge. It is the only device out there currently manufactured that has these type of accountability issues related to it. Just in closing, I just wanted to once again say I greatly support the Connecticut Chiefs of Police version of House Bill 6564, and willing to answer any questions in regards to this technology at this point.
Thank you, Jay. Questions? Any questions? Jay, I see in the proposed bill anyways that there's a fee of, and I think for a pistol permit, I think it's $35 for 5 years. Would you like to comment on that fee of $125?
Well, I believe that was basically to cover the cost of the background investigation and the time that it would take a police detective to conduct a thorough background investigation for a permit process. Very, very similar to the way it was done prior to the '96 renovations of our Firearms Act and our Dangerous Weapons Acts.
Can you buy a Taser right now on the net?
You can, yes, you can purchase a Taser on the internet, but once again, when it is shipped in an inert condition. So it's basically a paperweight until you've passed the felony background checks, Social Security verification, name and address verification.
Okay. Further questions from any members? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next presenter is Janice